The basketball world watched with bated breath as Luka Dončić stepped onto the court at the Staples Center, not in the familiar blue and white of the Dallas Mavericks, but in the purple and gold of the Los Angeles Lakers. This wasn't just any other game, it was Dončic's first game against his former team since the blockbuster trade that sent shockwaves through the NBA. And the Slovenian sensation didn't disappoint, delivering a vintage Dončić performance with a triple-double: 19 points, 12 assists, and 15 rebounds. Despite the Lakers' eventual 107-99 victory, all eyes were on Dončić and the emotional undercurrent of his return. Every possession, every steal, every basket was imbued with a sense of poetic justice, a story of love, loss, and the bittersweet taste of moving on. While the numbers were impressive, it was the intangible elements of Dončić's game that truly resonated. The way he orchestrated the offense, his no-look passes finding teammates in stride, the way he battled for every loose ball, it was clear that this game meant more to him than just another win or loss. The crowd, a mix of Lakers and Mavericks fans, erupted in cheers every time Dončić touched the ball. There were cheers of encouragement, cheers of awe, and even a few cheers tinged with a hint of regret from the Mavericks faithful who had witnessed the rise of a superstar only to see him depart for the bright lights of Los Angeles. The NBA landscape shifted on February 2, 2025, when the news broke of the trade that sent Luka Dončić to the Los Angeles Lakers in exchange for Anthony Davis and future draft picks. The trade sent shockwaves through the league, with fans and analysts alike debating the merits of the deal. For the Lakers, it was a chance to pair Dončić with LeBron James, forming a dynamic duo capable of leading the franchise back to championship glory. For the Mavericks, it was an opportunity to rebuild around a young core, with Anthony Davis as the centerpiece of their future plans. The trade was a gamble for both teams, a roll of the dice that could either lead to unprecedented success or set both franchises back years. In the immediate aftermath of the trade, there were more questions than answers. How would Dončić adapt to playing alongside LeBron James? Could Anthony Davis stay healthy and lead the Mavericks back to prominence? Only time would tell what the ultimate impact of the trade would be. But one thing was for certain: the NBA would never be the same. The game was a roller coaster of emotions, not just for Dončić, but for all involved. The Mavericks, still adjusting to life without their former franchise player, played with a sense of urgency, determined to prove that they could compete without him. Kyrie Irving, who had been traded to the Mavericks just days before the Dončić trade, led the Mavericks' charge, putting on a scoring clinic with 35 points. He was a man possessed, driving to the basket with reckless abandon and knocking down shots from all over the court. On the Lakers side, LeBron James showed why he is still considered one of the best players in the league, even at the age of 40. He led the Lakers in scoring with 27 points, controlling the pace of the game and making crucial plays down the stretch. The absence of Anthony Davis, who was sidelined with a thigh injury, loomed large over the game. The Mavericks had dedicated a tribute video to Davis, acknowledging his contributions to the franchise during his time in Dallas. The game was a reminder that the NBA is a business, and that even the strongest bonds can be broken in the pursuit of championships. But it was also a reminder of the power of sport to evoke emotion, to bring people together, and to create moments that will be remembered for years to come. As the final buzzer sounded, Dončić and Irving embraced at center court, a moment of mutual respect between two players who had shared the court as teammates, and now found themselves on opposite sides of a budding rivalry. The Lakers and Mavericks will meet again on April 9, 2025 in Dallas, and that game promises to be even more emotionally charged. It will be Dončić's first game back in Dallas since the trade, and the reception he receives from the Mavericks faithful will be telling. One thing is for sure, the Luka Dončić trade has added a new layer of intrigue to the NBA, and the rivalry between the Lakers and Mavericks is just getting started.